Hello, this is Chuck Lin. I will do the RFID tool demonstration today. Can everyone hear me all right?
Yeah, you're coming through fine, Chuck. Thank you.
Okay, so let's start a slideshow now. So welcome to iRead with RFID 8500 presentation. This is the developer session for application integration. Use RFID SDK and Scanner SDK for iOS. This presentation covers 3 sessions. The first session to overview of the RFID device for RFID reader and barcode scanner. Secondly, I will show you how to set up RFID and scanner SDK for S-Core application development project. Finally, we will write some code. Okay, so let's start the session 1. So we will do the overview of our RFID 8500 device. So let's overview of RFID 8500 device. So the first device have RFID capability. So we have the barcode and RFID scanning capabilities. The second device, we only have the RFID tag reading capability. Okay, so let's review the communication protocol. So for RFID, we use the RFID ASIC, easy text protocol. For barcode scanner, we use the simple serial interface hex string protocols. And supported platform is a popular platform. For example, we support iOS, Android, and Windows. And this presentation only focuses on iOS app development. Okay, this slide shows the system requirements for developing iOS application using RFID and scanner SDKs. So basically, you need to have a Mac, and you need to install the S-Core and have iOS SDK. Also install Zebra Scanner SDK for iOS. Also install Zebra RFID SDK for iOS, and you need to have a iOS device. Okay, let's understand the RFID device setup. So I want to point out 3 important buttons. The first one is we mark right here is a power button. And the second one is a more button. And this button will toggle between RFID tag reading and barcode scanning. The third button is Bluetooth control button. So you can use this button to turn on a Bluetooth search mode to find a new RFID device. So this is an overview of RFID 8500 device controllers. So for more detailed information, you can refer to the user guides. Later on the slide 39, I will show you how to download user guide and documentations. So we'll go through all of these later. Let's go to the next slide. So this is demo how to do a Bluetooth pairing and connect. So they have 2 parts. In the iOS setting, they have a 4 step. So one is basically you need to turn on Bluetooth and make sure Bluetooth is in the search mode and find our RFID 8500 device. Then need to confirm pairing and you can see the connect screens. In the RFID 8500 device, you need to make sure in the search mode, watch the LED indicator blinking from slow to fasting. fast blinking, then you can confirm the pairing. Let's go through a demo so you feel more comfortable to connect the RFID device. So first you start from iOS Bluetooth settings and turn on Bluetooth search button. So our RFID device will show on button of Bluetooth setting windows. You click it and watch these LED indicators. They're blinking very fast now. So you are ready to hit the yellow trigger button and to confirm trigger pair. Once you paired, and it will connect. Okay, let's move on next slideshow. So session 2, let's learn how to set up an S-Code project for developing application using RFID and barcode scanner SDK. So we'll set up one project and you can start to do development. So there have 5 important steps to set up an S-Code project for RFID and barcode SDK. The step 1, you need to import and install both RFID and scanner SDK file into your projects. Step 2, configure project for Bluetooth communication. Step 3, compute project communication protocol. Step 4, include RFID and scanner SDK libraries into your project. The final step, you need to make sure you point project search paths to SDK locations for header file and libraries. And let me show you the setup. So one by one, okay? So step 1, you need to import the RFID and scanner SDK file into your project. Basically, you just copy the RFID SDK and scanner SDK file to your project root folder. So this is a project file structure. So this is your project root folder, and this one is a scanner SDK, and this one is RFID SDK. Okay, and in the slide 41 later, I will show you where to find SDK installation directory and structure. Once you install RFID and the scanner SDK, I will show you where to find it. Okay, second step, we need a control project to support Bluetooth communication protocol. So you need to make sure your application support Bluetooth in background mode and turn on these 2 options. Okay, let's go to next step. Step 3, application project import tab. Add the 2 entrance settings for the RFID communication protocol. So first one, you need to enable the RFID easy text protocol. The second item, you need to enable scanner SSI protocol. Okay, let's go to step 4. So also you need to make sure you add RFID and the SDK library into project build settings. Last step, you need to make sure you point RFID and scanner header file and library into your project search path so they can find the header file and libraries. So basically here I show you how that works. Okay, so we have a lot of talk, and so that's our Open One S-Code project now, and I will show you the important file setup in an S-Code project. So this one is a S-Code project, and we have all the settings here. So first one, in your project capability windows, you need to make sure background mode is turned on and support Bluetooth. And in the info tab, make sure support external accessory protocol. One is for SSI scanner, and second one is for RFID 8500 EG text ASCII string communication protocol. Okay, and in the build setting, make sure search path, so your Xcode project can find the location of your header file and the library. Okay, so here, so header file search path. So now we point to project root folder with RFID SDK and scanner SDK for header file. Same thing, you need to do the same thing for the library too. So one for RFID and one for Bluetooth scanner, barcode scanner.
Well, it's gonna do it. It's different.
So in the Xcode project build phase, link library, make sure you include this one is for the scanner SDK.a file, and this one is for RFID SDK.a file. So they have 5 steps, and I already go through the project. So capability, info, build setting, and build phase. Okay, so let's start session 3. Let's write some code. Okay. So this presentation, we are focused on the coding. So we'll spend the majority of the time to do coding. So in this session, you'll learn how to write application, use the RFID and scanner SDK. Here are 5 important steps. Step 1, initialize SDK for RFID and scanner. Step 2, you need to set up your code, set up RFID and scanner notification in your project. So there are 3 important steps. You need to implement dedicated protocol for notification, and then you need to register, and also need to subscribe events. Later we'll go through more detail, okay? And step 3, you need to understand the reader management. And you will use the regional management API to manage your RFID and scanner connections. And step 4, I will show you how to perform RFID and scanner operation. For example, I will show you how to do RFID inventory, so you can make a RFID reader to read RFID text. And also I will show you how to send the command for scanner to start scanner barcode. And step 5, once inventory and the barcode scanner is starting, we can decode RFID tag data and barcode data. And we also need to write some code to respond SDK commands for status notifications. Okay, so let's review again. So they have 5 important steps: initialize, notification, manage connection, and control the RFID command and the scanner command. And last one, you need to decode the RFID tag data and barcode data. Before we start writing code, let me show you the project, how it works. So you can get the overview of our application you will write. So left screen is our iOS device, and this is our project final coding. Okay, so let's start the application now. So application start. So we initialize SDK. Okay, so once you initialize SDK, you can get the RFID SDK version number and the scanner version number. Okay, and then next step, I'll show you power on device. You'll expect your application will receive a notification from the RFID SDK and barcode scanner. So let's power on RFID device. Okay, you heard the 3 beep and the RFID device is power on. So if your application run correctly, you will receive a notification for the scanner appear event. Also, RFID reader appear event. Okay, and you see right now reader is appeared, and also barcode scanner is appeared. Okay, now we will connect the RFID reader. So the command to send to connect is RFID establish communication session API, and you will expect the SDK send a notification to your application for the communication establish event. So here, RFID event communication session established. Okay, and you can get a reader ID, also you can get a reader name. Okay, so let's clear all the console output. The next one, we will connect a barcode scanner. So the API to connect a barcode scanner is SBT establish communication session API. Once connect successfully, SDK will send event to application for communication session establish notification, and then you can get a decoder notification data to get the reader name, connect to the reader ID,